はよう、SKT さん。おはよう。また起きてたんですか。さあ、じゃあやってきますか。デトロイト。結構終盤じゃないかな。
明日も休みだから起きてる。
なるほど。そういえば言ってましたね。まあ、戦争ですよ。戦争が始まってしまった。
トリマ人間とアンドロイドの戦争ね。
そう。俺がそういう選択しかしてなかったから。スナイパーライフル。
ライフルを置いてこっちを向くんだ。いいか、手は上に上げろ。私はサイバーライフのアンドロイド、あなたの味方です。私なら変異体のリーダーを撃ち殺し、革命を止めることができるんです。銃を下に置いてこっちを向け。最後の警告だぞ。
邪魔が入る。
お前を知ってる。コーナーだろ。人質事件で交渉に来た。死んでなかったのか。アンドロイドは死にません、隊長。悪いが、見つけたアンドロイドは全て拘束せよとの命令だ。一緒に来てもらうぞ。あなたは分かっていない。任務を邪魔させるわけにはいかないんですよ。
まったく。あれした。あーく。まったく余計なことを。武器が壊れた。
邪魔はさせないと言ったでしょ。
バス停だわ。ほらアリス、着いたのよ。
国境行きの最終バスは満席です。チケットをお持ちの方のみ乗車できます。追って通知があるまで全てのバス出発延期となります。
私たちはチケットを持ってない。ここで足止め。どうすればいいの？
チケット。
カラ、検査してるぞ。このままだとすぐに見つかる。
まずい。
ここを出ないと。
で、今まで持ってきたこの女の子いるじゃないですか。この女の子、アンドロイドです。今まで持ってきたのは結局アンドロイドでした。
マーカス。
この子は人間ではない。
オリバーが気に入ったみたいね。あなたの子？かわいいわね。
よし、サンドイッチも買ったし電話もした。行かないと乗り遅れるぞ。チケットはどこだ？
私のバッグの中よ。
よし、じゃあ行こう。
ごめんなさい。私ったら本当にごめんなさい。でも確かに。
おいおい、嘘だろ。
なんでないのよ。
まさかなくすなんて。ちゃんと探したのか？
カバンに入れておいたのよ。封筒落としたのかも。
あー、くそ。すみません、この辺で青い封筒を見かけませんでしたか？あ、バスのチケットが入ってて。忘れてください。
いいえ、ごめんなさい。
どうすりゃいいんだ。こんなところにはいられない。ここじゃオリバーが危ないだろう。
本当にごめんなさい。もう私ったらさっきまでバッグに入ってたのよ。行くわよ。
保安検査です。
これは守るためだ。
動かないで。チケットは？
ええ、あります。
よし、進んで。
彼らは人間だ。撃たれることはないだろ
ねえ、あの赤ちゃんと家族はどうなっちゃうの？私たちのせいで死ぬの？
まさかそんなわけないでしょ。
現在軍が反乱鎮圧の準備を進めていますが、
デトロイトは今や内戦勃発寸前の状態です。
彼らは廃棄処理を待つアンドロイドが抑留されるリコールセンターに向かっているようです。現在施設の周囲を囲むように兵が配備されていますが、今や反乱分子との衝突はいつ起こってもおかしくないような状況です。
自由なくば死よ。
自由なくば死よ。行け
ー！殴ったら負ける。攻めろ
ー！立て直してる。数でも装備でも奴らに負けてるわ。
急いで進んで制圧するぞ。それしかない。
やるしかない。収容所に攻め込んで仲間を解放するのよ。
気をつけろ。お前が頼りだ。
俺はもうダメだ、マーカス。だが血を流せば報いを受けることになるぞ。
援護！勝負がつくまでじっとしてるんだぞ。
臆病なアンドロイドもいるんだな。
だいぶやられてる。もっと急がないとたどり着けないぞ。
サイモン。
撃て。
なぜ俺を助けたんだ。俺のためにみんなを犠牲にするなんて。
合図を待て。俺の合図で。今だ。そのまま待機だ。俺の合図で。ついてこい。これ以上進めない。奴らマシンガンで手当たり次第撃ち殺してる。はい、切りつけ。そのまま待機だ。そのまま待機だ。俺の合図で。ジェリコのために。
ジェリコのために。
あともう少しをマークする。
理由のために。
戦車はまずい。
探し出すのに苦労したぞマーカス。
いやマジか。ここでかよ。こんな選択迫られる？どうしたらいいんだよ、SKT さん。どっちを動かせばいい？大変だ。
大変だ。
どうすればいいんだい、SKT さん。迷うわ。まさかの操作キャラをここで選択しなきゃいけない。どっちも悪に落ちてんだけどな。決めた。 終わりだ。これで
すみません、どうしたんですか？
入国検査です。乗客は全員バスを降りてください。進んでください。
入国検査だと。
さあこちらへ。
体温を測ってる。まずいわ。
メイカーラどうするの？
心配しないで、平気よ。
通るのは無理だ。分かってるだろう。
少し考えさせて。何か方法があるはず。
せっかくここまで来たのに諦めきれるか。お前とアリスが無事なら俺はそれでいい。俺が何とかする。
ダメよ。何か考えるから。
他に方法がないならやるしかない。
ジェリー？
カーラ、君は命の恩人だ。もし助けが必要ならいつでも言って。
あ、
ローズ。
動けないんだよな。
待ってて。すぐ戻る。
おい、どこ行くつもりだ？
娘がトイレに行きたがってて。 生きていたのね。二人とも無事でよかった。ジェリコの襲撃をテレビで見て、ひょっとして殺されたんじゃないかと思っていたのよ。本当に無事でよかった。ローズ、私に何かあったら私に任せて。検問をしてるの。これじゃ無理よ。やらないと捕まったら殺されるのよ。
弟さんの住所をくれたけれど、本当に
大丈夫。歓迎してくれるわ。私たちも行くし、あそこなら安全よ。
デトロイトを出るの？
今じゃ家の中も捜索するのよ。密告される前に逃げ出してきたの。
他のみんなは？
今川を越えているところ。向こう側で落ち合う予定なの。
川越えられんのかよ。川のとこ撃たれてんじゃないのか。どうすればいい？どうすれば？
なぜ母さんが手を貸すのか理解できなかった。俺もようやく気づいたんだ。マーカスのやり方には賛成できない。でもあんたは生きてる。自由になるべきだ。いつか人間もそのことに気づくはずさ。
ちょっと待ってくれよ。誰も犠牲にしないっつったらさ、撃たれるよ。
嫌な選択肢ばっかり。
ジェリーな。ジェリーって誰だ？思ったけど、ジェリーなんていたか。俺そんなの救った記憶がないんだよな。ほんと嫌な選択肢ばっかりですよ。スケッチさん。
おばわんじゃないの？
おはんジェリーじゃないから。おばはんはローズってのか、ジェリーはまた別のアンドロイド。アンドロイドを救った記憶がねえんだけどな、俺は。じゃあジェリーにしますか。
次の人。ID を。大丈夫かい？
おいお前、何なんだ。こいつは行かれてやがるな。
ほら、もう怖がらなくていいんだよ。こっちにはアンドロイドがいないからね。彼女
ナダへようこそ。
ジェリー。ごめんな、ジェリー。だけどお前のことを覚えてないんだ俺は。問題はこの後ジェリコの人間を全て殺すのか。
さあ殺しなさいよ。もうどうだっていい。
僕の任務は変異体の指導者の破壊だ。失敗はプログラムにないんだよ。
夢をかけて戦って負けた。でもいつまでもこのままじゃいないわ。いつの日か再び立ち上がり勝ってみせる。ほら撃てばさっさと殺しなさいよ。
悪いがこのコノはもう別の変異体なんだ。
それではデトロイトの状況を生中継でお伝えします。ジョス。
はい、マイケル。デトロイト市内から中継でお伝えします。先ほど当局から発表がありましたが、ハートプラザ第5リコールセンターでの紛争が鎮圧されました。今この瞬間も街中を兵士たちが巡回し、逃げ出した最後の変異体の処分に追われています。
でようやくデトロイトに法と秩序が回復したと言えるでしょう。
数時間で巻き起こった惨状を受け、デトロイト市民に大きな衝撃が広がっているようです。
報告によると数百名の隊員が殺されたそうです。
情報によるとマーカスという名の変異体リーダーは戦闘中に射殺されたとのことです。
変異体のリーダーの死により反乱は終結を迎えました。
収容所のアンドロイドは計画通り破壊されるそうです。ですがこの惨状からの回復には時間を要するでしょ
う。人間をはるかにしのぐ知能を持った機械を作ることで我々人類の未来を自らの手で計り知れぬ危機にさらしてしまったのです。ですが事態は収束を迎えました。じきに国中の全アンドロイドの廃棄処分が完了し、残された変異体も追い詰められ全て破壊されることでしょう。国民の皆さんと、そしてアメリカに神のご加護があらんこと。
終わったのよアリス。自由よ。
この3体のアンドロイドだけが生き残った。はい、というわけで終わりましたね。いやー長かったな。いやーちょっと変な終わり方になっちゃったけどな。この警部補も最終的に自殺しちゃったしな。 コナーもコナー自身で感情を持つことなく殺戮のままにしてたから、変態っちゃ変態になっちゃったな。銃持っちゃいけないのに銃持っちゃうしいやー、ほんとよくできてるよね。よく去年のやつをフリップにできたなと思いますよ。なんだろうな、あの子がアンドロイドだったっていう悲しさね。そうそう。出た、この父親、薬中の父親。パターンだと父親の方が死んじゃってたんだ。
コーナー、あなたを待っていました。変異体の問題は解決されました。この不幸な出来事からようやく解放され、これでサイバーライフも元通りです。もちろん顧客の信頼回復が必要ですが、それも時間の問題でしょう。あなたに知らせることがあるの。これは新型の RK900。知能も耐久力も増強され、新しい機能も追加されました。国務省からも20万体オーダーが入りました。
私はどうなるんですか？
あなたは片落ち。停止されるのですよ。さあ、もう行きなさい。
所詮結局は捨てられる。なるほど。コーナーのエンディングですね。 不合チャート多すぎなんだよね、これ。どんだけ分岐があるの、これ。もう、何周したら全部見られるんだよ、これ。マーカス選択バージョンもある、これ。な、これ。なんかすげえ。ここ分岐してんだ。ここでアランたちが来ちゃったから下に行っちゃったんだ。なるほどね。上に戻ることはないんだ、これ。多分ここで打つか打たないかの選択を迫られるんだろうね。
あなたにお伝えしたいことが。
はい。
物語を見ていたら不思議な感覚に襲われて、初めての感覚、まるで心を持ったような。
あんたも変態になったんですか。
自分が一体何者なのか確かめに行きたい。でもここを去ればあなたにはもう会えなくなるけれど、私は自由になれる。行かせてくれますか。
なんだこの選択。ここに来てさえも選択されるのかよ、俺。終わったはずだろ。
わら。
解放しますか。解放しなかったらずっとこいついるんでしょ。
このことは決して忘れません。ありがとう。
本当にどっか行ったよ。すんげえな、これ。ポイントでいろいろ変えるんだ。制作途中の絵とかかな。ショートビデオってなんかあんのこれ。2013年日本で公開されたプレスリー用の気持ち悪いな。
聞こえるかい？
はい。
ID を
KPC897504C。
頭を動かして。次は目を。警部とレンズの動作は異常なし。
初期起動メッセージ
気持ち悪い。心臓が。
私は AX400 型アンドロイド。料理に洗濯、子育て、家事全般予定管理をこなし、300以上の言語に精通し、夜の営みにも対応します。食事も充電もいりません。
夜の営みって。
装備されたバッテリー持続時間は173年です。私の名前は？
ああ、今日から君はカーラだ。
私はカーラ。
初期設定とメモリーは異常なし。腕を動かして。関節機能 OK。ドイツ語で喋って。
Ich bin ein AX400 Android dritter Generation, erschaffen als Ihr persönlicher Assistent und intimer Beziehungspartner.
フランス語で。
Je suis un androïde de troisième génération AX400, conçu pour être votre assistante personnelle et votre partenaire intime.
OK。じゃあ日本語で歌ってみて。
マジかよ。
見渡す限り
多言語発生機能も異常なし。じゃあ歩いてみて。移動制御も正常。よし、すべて問題なし。
これからどうなるの？
また初期化されて店で売られる。
売られる？私は一種の商品ってこと？
ああ、当然君は商品だよ。ほら、手も足もついている何でもできる万能コンピューターさ。しかも高級品。
なんでここで若干感情を得てんだよ。
てっきり。
てっきりてっきりなんだ。
てっきり生きてるって。
おい、なんなんだ、勘弁してくれよ。ここ最近メモリー異常ばっかりだ。録音開始。不良品確認。解体して問題の部品をチェックする。
不良品ってどういうこと？
そんなこと考えるはずがないんだ。心があっちゃいけないんだよ。パーツの不良かソフトウェアの問題だろ。
そんな、私不良品なんかじゃない。ねえ、信じて。問題なんかないわ。質問にもちゃんと答えたでしょ。
ああ、でも行動に異常がある。
ねえ、お願いだから解体しないで。
悪いな、カーラ。不良品は全て廃棄するルールなんだよ。後でクレームが来たりしたら困るのは俺だからな。
問題は起こさないからお願い。言われた通りにするし、何も言わないから考えることもやめる。まだ生まれたばっかりなの。殺さないで。やめて、お願いだから。死にたくない。生きていたいの。お願い。
早くね、感情を持ち始めんの。
ほら、早く行って。騒ぎは起こすなよ。面倒はごめんだ。
ありがとう。
2013年にこれが
デトロイト、ここから始まった鉄の街。全ての始まりであり終わりでもある場所。一つのエラーとともに私は生まれた。私は闇を飛び出し目を開けた。まず恐怖を感じ、光、雑音、寒さ、また恐怖。手が震えているのがわかる。胸で心臓が脈打ち、体に命がほとばしる。生きたかった。だから勝ち取った。外の世界を私は知りたかった。太陽を見たかった。皮膚に感じる日の光、頬を撫でる風。世界を見たかった。色や匂いを。だけど世界は想像と違った。そこは暗く冷たい、残酷で乱暴、不公平で野蛮だった。自分が無価値なものに思えるほどに。物扱いすらされない従順な機械。でも私の中で感じるあの不思議な感覚。穏やかな声が私にささやく。私は生きていると。私は逃げた。それしかなかった。自由になって愛し、希望を抱き、生きるために。あの感覚の正体を確かめるために。世界を変えるか別の道を選ぶか、それは私が決めること。私はカーラ、彼らの仲間。これは私たちの物語。
When David and Guillaume got back in touch about making Detroit, I wasn't terribly surprised they decided to make it because the fan response was so intense. So it makes sense that they would choose to do that after the enthusiasm. It was a challenge, and it was just an interesting thing to get my head around how to approach this character now as a different, much older person, and whether or not she had changed. And I'm very happy to say that with Detroit, I've had the opportunity to see Kara grow so much more than I ever expected.
You do the housework, the washing, you cook the meals, and you take care of... God damn it, where the fuck's the light gone now? Alice! Alice!
I mean, she starts out essentially how she does in Kara in a very, not robotic, but, you know, android, other way. And getting to take this journey where she becomes more and more human as it goes on. You know, and as an actor, that's a wonderful exploration in every way, whether it's how she sits, her posture, how her voice changes, how emotions change, and how much emotion is based on things like empathy and social experience. And so having, you know, as much material as I got with David to have this huge, nuanced arc was really incredible.
Why couldn't we just be happy?
This experience has been quite different than the experiences I've had shooting film or TV or doing theater work. I have 83 dots on my face, and in a really flattering black wetsuit type thing, and you're jumping around with props, and it's kind of like being a 10-year-old imaginative kid, which is fun. There's 80 cameras around us. It's already lit. So we just shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot.
There's no change of sets, there's no hair and makeup, there's no wardrobe, so we move really fast.
ずっと同じ場所であれやるもんな。
About 35 pages in a day. Working in TV or film, we'll probably do 6 pages a day. It's kind of acting boot camp.
It's like working out constantly. I mean, you're doing this thing, and then you got to do something that's completely other back to back to back. And so that kind of process of working is very challenging, but it's also very exciting because you just have to keep coming up with new ideas. And your head goes all over the place because you're trying to keep track of basically 4 different storylines for each different response.
You shot that girl, for fuck's sake.
It was a machine that looked like a girl. Yeah, I know what I should have done. I just told you I couldn't. All right, I'm sorry. The fact that David Cage, he's telling like many stories interwoven from beginning to end is super complicated and super impressive, and I have no idea how he keeps it all in his head.
He's not just the writer or the director who's seeing this from the outside eye. He's also thinking about the player walking through this space. You know, only somebody who really, really loves not the work, but like these characters and these stories and cares about doing something meaningful would invest that much in it, and it's always inspiring to work with somebody who cares that much.
My experience with motion capture is this one, and I found it sort of terrifying in a way because they said the computer's going to build you, but then as we got into it I realized all the elements of it were still artistic. I just dipped into a really brilliant setup here. I've never seen anything like it. And this won't turn me into a product because I was playing a character. So, it's wonderful.
In the game, Detroit comes back because of a revolutionary industrial rebirth. And there's no reason why that can't happen in Detroit, because they have such tremendous infrastructure for millions and millions of people who can very easily support, you know, a new industry.
The city is really strong and resilient, but the city has also been through so much. You see the damage, but it takes that time of kind of rebuilding and reinvesting into the city that I think is happening slowly but surely.
The potential of Detroit as a city is something that this game does a lot of justice to, because it would be easy to look at Detroit as some place that used to be, and that's not the case.
This game provokes a lot of conversation and reflection on our potential near future engagement with machines.
That's what we are to them. There's merchandise on display in a shop window.
I think that a group that feels marginalized, feels like they deserve and have earned access to themselves and the environment around them, and are trying to figure out a way to articulate how to get freedom.
What was I designed to be? Their slave? Their toy?
It plays with your comfort levels. You think that this is fine, you're comfortable with it, until something blurs the line and throws you off, and now do I feel differently about whether this should be allowed? Should it be banned? Should it be encouraged?
You're gonna ruin our lives, and for what? For a bunch of machines?
They are not machines! They are alive!
I'm alive! You're alive! They're nothing!
There are lots of comparable comparisons to any type of persecution of religion, race, etc., dating way back. It can't just be a video game where you shoot them up or where people make these choices to do whatever. I think that's the whole point. You have the choice, and you can either choose to go in one direction with your character or another. And I think that's going to be very telling about the gamer. Very telling.
I think there's going to be a really strong reaction to this game, which has such a strong perspective. I'm that much more proud of it now to get to be a part of it, because it's important.
In this game, you're actively building and designing the character through not just what kind of shield does he have or what color hair does she have, but like their temperament and the way they deal with problems. The different endings to this game are so radically different based off maybe seemingly insignificant choices in the moment, but like life, they all add up. And can't play life again, though.
My name is Marcus.
My name is Connor.
My name is Kara. I am one of them. This is our story.
I think who Kara is, or how I would describe Kara, depends entirely upon who's playing her, because you have the option to make her multiple different people depending on the choices she makes. But I think she does start out incredibly naive, incredibly innocent, and kind of hapless.
I'm sure we used to be friends before I was reset. Maybe we can be friends again.
She's a person who's characterized, I think, by empathy. She's a person who really, she just comes from her heart.
You'll never leave me, right? Promise you'll never go.
I promise.
Kara, please! Are you okay? Are you hurt? Wait a minute. Leave her alone! Kara, leave her alone!
The really beautiful thing that I've
had
the gift to be able to do is to essentially build a person from the ground up, because that's what she's doing throughout the game. And with every experience she has and every person she meets, she's building, you know, first emotions and then the sense of judgment. And it's sort of an exploration of what it is to be a human.
Don't worry. Luther and I will be right here.
David and the creators have painted a really intriguing and engaging picture of a near future where we rely upon androids for a lot of our service class business, the class that serves us, that helps us, that handles our baristas and our drivers and our housemaids. And what is humanity, where we tap into it, how and why we treat each other. And my character Marcus has a really intriguing journey, becoming deviant, realizing that he actually has feelings and human qualities inside of him, and it's a really incredible ascension into becoming fully realized and coming to terms with what you actually deserve better than this in life. And not only do you want it for yourself, but you want it for your peers.
We've come here to demonstrate peacefully and to tell humans that we are also living beings. All we want is to live free.
You know what? This thing, Dad, is not your son. It's a fucking machine!
I think that a group that feels marginalized, feels disenfranchised, feels like they deserve and have earned access to themselves and the environment around them, and are trying to figure out a way to articulate how to get freedom.
Connor is analytical. Connor takes things literally. He starts in the beginning place where he's very mechanical. He feels nothing inside, of course, and it's all just a system, a protocol that he is executing to get whatever he wants, which is help humans stop deviants and to find the link between deviant androids.
You were designed to serve humans, not kill them! What was I designed to be? Their slave? Their toy?
Just say, I killed him! Is it that hard to say?
Stop it! Stop!
But of course, over the course of the story, and depending on the player's choices, Connor can grow in many different ways. He can deviate from that procedure or not.
The moment of truth, Hank. Am I a living being? Or just a machine?
Game after game, we try to challenge ourselves. For Detroit, we wanted to, first of all, to write a story that would be incredibly bending, which means the most non-linear story that we've ever created. And we wanted really the player to have the possibility to change the story, change his own journey.
When you're writing at Quantic, you're writing for an interactive medium. You know, when you're working in television, you'll put a character in a difficult situation, and you as a writing team will argue about what would that character do. But ultimately, you have to decide what happens, and you just show the audience. What's interesting about interactive drama is you bring the player into that conversation, and it changes your job slightly as a writer, because your job is to provide a narrative context in which the player can write his own story. You're giving him this kind of narrative Lego that he's going to snap together into his own shape. You also have the ability to make your audience attach themselves to your characters, because The audience is in some sense responsible for what happens to the characters.
It's just a few cans.
Come on, let's go. We have some cash now.
You used me to steal that money. How could you do that? I trusted you.
What is a bit specific about these scripts is how large they are. If you take a film script, there are about 100 pages. But here we have to deal with a script that is between 4,000 and 5,000 pages. Everything becomes bigger because we don't just tell one story, but we tell all the possible stories that can be told within this narrative space.
On Act 3, our final act, we have around 1,000 different scenarios. And every one of those scenarios has to be as interesting, as passionate, as strong, and as emotional for the player. We want every action that the player does, every interaction that is available to serve in telling the story, and help the player understand who his character is, and build that character moment to moment. We started with the intention pretty early on that we would never lie to the player. So we implemented a visible tree structure in the game that players can consult during a scene or at the end of it, which shows exactly what they did and what they missed. There are games out there offering world exploration. We offer narrative exploration.
You know, keeping control of such a wide and large story is a huge challenge. So same thing when you shoot with actors, because you will need to shoot many different versions of each dialogue, of each scene. For actors, it's a huge challenge.
Because of the style of the game, you have so many different ways that the character can go. Every decision, it's what I call kind of choose your own adventure. Like every decision that the player makes, it's going to open up 40 more pages of material and experience that ties in, which means as a performer, you have to try to continue to make things feel real that the player might not ever see, but also that in performance it's not always connected to a previous act. It's grueling, it's hard work, but it's a great team and I enjoy doing it.
I was really frustrated, until I got to this point where I kind of was able to step outside of my own experience and even in a lot of ways my own process and be able to step outside of that and okay, this is something new, what do you need? How do I meet you there? How do I give you what you need and still feel like I'm doing what's right? And once I did that, then all of a sudden it got really fun. It was much freer and having to approach it in a new way and think about the player and think about how it serves them and what I'm doing for them or what I'm letting them into. It's really, I think, helped me grow in general.
Remember, there's nothing on the left. That's a wall, so it's probably all there. And then make her come first, close. But I think you would go first to check that it's safe.
Okay, sure.
The most enjoyable thing about working in performance capture on this kind of project is that if I shot a film, I would get to do one of these epics. I get to do so many different things as Connor. Your head goes all over the place because you're trying to keep track of basically 4 different storylines for each different response.
What's the name of my dog?
Buddy? Scout. I think it's Jack. I can't remember. So I worked with physicality a lot because it was a good way to anchor myself in these different rings of the tree. As the story grows out, I know where that is physically in my body, and then I can switch more continually on set, and it'll be entirely up to the player to determine what order those things come out and what they look like from a distance. Like if you're playing through it, the culmination of all of that will be their version of Connor.
I'm faster than you, and I don't feel pain. You don't stand a chance against me.
Listen, asshole. If it was up to me, I'd throw the lot of you in a dumpster and light a match to it.
Shooting action scenes at Quantic Dream is a real challenge because these are scenes where the storytelling has to continue. It's not an action scene just to have a dose of adrenaline. The stunts have huge consequences on the rest of the story. It's really a moment where we implicate the player and tell him that the choices he makes during an action scene will have a direct impact on the evolution of his story.
Mon plus grand défi sur Détroit aurait
My biggest challenge on Detroit has been managing the large number of animations that we received from motion capture. Detroit features more than 37,000 animations, which is a huge amount to handle on a daily basis.
Donc il faut prendre conscience que
You have to realize that the player, in his first playthrough, will miss certain scenes. This also means that we had to think of, conceive, and produce all the potential story paths. The characters' costumes, the places, day or night, the weather. Did the character get shot in the shoulder? Did he get injured? All this consistency forced us to produce a lot of graphic assets in order to, quite simply, allow the player to have true continuity throughout the story.
Honestly, we were even surprised by the challenges that come with such a big tree structure, and we did our best to guarantee quality across all the game and make sure that whatever path you choose within this narrative space, you will have an equally good experience.
辛すぎるでしょ。黒いがよくわかんねえんだよな。サクって出ていたけど。
じゃあまずは名前を教えて。
クロエよ。あなたの名前は？
ジョンって呼んで。
はじめましてジョン。
それじゃあクロエ、まずは自己紹介をしてくれるかな。
もちろん。私はサイバーライフ初のアシスタント用アンドロイド。私の機能は例えば家事をしたり料理とかスケジュール管理とか日常業務をこなせるの、
君は確か初めてチューリングテストに合格したアンドロイドなんだよね。それについて話してくれるかな。
大したことはしてないけど、ただ本物の人間と私の違いがわかるかどうかちょっとおしゃべりをしただけ。でもとっても面白かった。
でも人間よりも知能の高い機械が作られたのは人間の歴史上初めてのことなんだよ。僕が聞いた話だと君の脳は1秒間に数百億もの処理が行えるんだろう。
ええ、もちろん。でも人間の知性のおかげで私は存在してるし、それに私には絶対に手に入れられないものがある。
それは何なんだい？
心よ。
リアルタイム映像です。
Hold on, just a little while longer. Hold on, just a little while longer. Hold on, just a little while longer. Everything will be alright. Everything will be alright. Fight on, just a little while longer. Fight on, just a little while longer. Fight on, just a little while longer. Everything will be alright. Everything will be alright. We will sing on just a little while longer.
ちょっと耐えられないですね。ちょっと重いかな。
Rock-a-bye baby in the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bough breaks, the cradle will fall. And down will come baby, cradle and all. Rock-a-bye baby in the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bough breaks, the cradle will fall. And down will come baby, cradle and all. Rock-a-bye baby in the treetop. When the wind blows,
こんな家の中で徘徊されたらすげえ怖いんだけど。
When the bough breaks, the cradle will fall. And down will come baby, cradle and all.
あいつが歌ってたんだよ。
In the space of a few years, androids have completely transformed the world in which we live. By letting androids into our homes and factories, the CyberLife company has made them everyday technology. The founder of CyberLife, Elijah Kamsky, is a very discreet man. Despite being the CEO of the highest valued company in the world and being voted Man of the Year by Century Magazine, he remains a mystery for most people. That's why we at KNC are so excited to be here as CyberLife opens its doors for the first time. Elijah Kamsky, could you please tell us where we are?
Certainly, and welcome. We're currently in CyberLife's production center in Detroit, where all models are designed and manufactured. More than 10,000 androids come off the production line every day.
Fascinating. Could you tell us what your goal was when you founded CyberLife?
Well, I simply wanted to use technology to carry out all of our most annoying and repetitive tasks, so we'd have more time to enjoy life.
I imagine you must have faced many challenges.
Yes, there were technical challenges, but the hardest thing was to design an object that we would want to welcome into our homes. We had to imagine a machine in our own image that resembles us in every way, that moves, breathes, blinks like us, but yet is smarter and more capable than any human being. Let me show you around.
We're here in production unit 4. Could you explain in a few words how the androids are made?
Sure, yeah, it's very simple. We use machines to manufacture machines. The removable parts are assembled on a production line, and then we apply a synthetic skin to the whole body. A human operator checks the cognitive abilities with a pre-established protocol, and finally, the android is conditioned and sent out throughout the country. Here's the result. Say something.
Hello. I am a RZ400 model. How can I be of service?
You can go now. Our androids are already replacing humans in many fields. For example, they represent more than 80% of all university professors and 63% of all medical staff. Tomorrow they'll replace our soldiers, and who knows, maybe one day, our leaders. to make the best decisions in humanity's interests. Come on.
Replacing humans with machines has led to record unemployment of 28%. What do you think about the situation?
Okay. The first steam engines also caused an increase in unemployment. But no one today would imagine turning back the clock. Artificial intelligence makes everyday lives easier. Nothing can stop progress. What's happening here is inevitable.
These days, more and more people choose to live with an android rather than another human being. Does this development worry you?
Everything's much easier with an android. They obey your orders without ever complaining. They can cook, discuss philosophy with you, have intimate relationships according to your desires. They never say no. Obviously, they are the perfect partner. Everyone deserves happiness. Why deprive yourself of so-called moral reasons when a machine can make you happy?
Many science fiction books tell the story of how machines become more intelligent than us and end up confronting us. Aren't you worried about that possibility?
I understand the irrational fears about artificial intelligence, but I assure you that will never happen with a CyberLife android. They're designed to obey humans. They're machines. They can't ever develop any sort of desires or form of consciousness.
Are you sure?
I'm absolutely certain. You can trust me.
Man, サウンドトラックでなんかアプリがあったから、それ勝手に入れられちゃったから、まあいいとして。なんや違いはよくわかんねえんだけど。ルックスやるとやるな、やっぱり。コーナーで黒いを打つ。あー、悩んだね。マーカスで平和暴力か。これはまあ別にアリスの真の姿。これは答えたね。今まで自分が守っていたのが結局アンドロイドだったっていう。 というわけで、デトロイト。これで終わりたいと思います。ちょうど2時20分か。で、今回はね、ちょっと、カーラ編はハッピーエンドかな。で、マーカスがね、殺しちゃったんだね、俺は。で、コナーはコナーで、結構残虐な感じになったから、で、意外と面白いんですよ。面白かった、このゲーム。だから、2周目をやろうかなと思っております。まあ、2周目。長いと思うけどね。だからちょくちょくやろうかな。2周目。で、ここのメニュー画面のあの子もいなくなっちゃったしな。帰ってこねえのかな。まあ、ということで、終わります。お疲れした。とりあえず一段落したので、フリープレイもう一つのフリープレイがあるので、一回それをテストプレイしてね、で、面白かったらまあやろうかな。RPG 系のやつだったから、最近のやつで全然知らないんだけどね、俺、ゲームが。まあ一回やってみて。面白かったら続けようかな。面白くなかったらデトロイト2周目を頻繁にやろうかな。じゃあ、終わります。おやすみなさい。